Good morning friends. In previous class we have discussed about the automatic storage class and register storage class. In this class we will discuss about static storage class and external storage class. Automatic variables and register variables will not be available outside the block since they are deleted immediately when coming out of the particular block. So the value of that variable is not available outside of that particular block. Now static variable also will not be available out of the block, but they are not deleted. This is the basic difference between automatic, register and static variable class. Automatic and register variables are same and static variables are slightly different from these two storage classes. The value of static variable will persist, that is continue to exist even after coming out of a block or function. Static variable is created on memory and initialized with default values like 0 or space. This is the main difference between static and auto and register storage classes. In auto and register storage class, default value is garbage, but in static storage class, default value is 0 or spaces. If data type is integer, float, then value is 0, 0.0 initial value, and if data type is character, then the initial value is space. This is the declaration of static storage class: static int I, static float x, static character ch. Initial value of this I is 0, initial value of this x is 0.0, and initial value of ch is space, because data type of this ch is character, and storage class is static. Now this is the example. Write a C program to prove that auto variables are initialized with garbage values and static variables are initialized with default values like 0 or space. Now in this program here we have declared one variable x. Storage class of this variable is automatic, data type is float, and another variable y. Storage class of this y is static and data type is again float. So x and y, though two variables, one is automatic storage class, x is having automatic storage class, and y is having static storage class. Now auto character str1, here character array having automatic storage class, and again character str2 having static storage class. Then printf x, printf y, printf str1, printf str2, get ch. Now what will happen when this program will run? The output is like this: x is garbage value minus 0.000. Why this is garbage value? Because storage class of this x is automatic, data type is float, so the garbage value of x is displayed on the screen. Now value of y. Now storage class of this y is static, so initial value is 0, and data type is float. Y float and 0.00, initial value is 0.00. Now next str1. Now str1, storage class of str1 is automatic, str1 automatic character, so garbage value will be displayed on the screen. This is the garbage value. Now str2, space will be displayed because the storage class of this str2 is static. So this is the property that if data type is having character, then initial value is space, so space is displayed. So this is another example. Write a C program to understand the uses of static variable. Static int I equal to 1. Here we are declaring a static storage class. Name of variable is I and data type is integer. Initial value is 1. Now auto int j equal to 1. Now storage class is automatic, name of variable is j, data type is integer, and initial value is again 1. Now printf I plus plus j plus plus. This is the post increment operator with I and j. So first value of I is displayed on the screen, then value of I is increased. Now this is, all these are in user defined function test. This is the user defined function void test. Void means it will not return any value. Test, and this test we are having ij variable and printf statement. Now next, void main. In void main we have statement test. This is the function calling test. Again second time this test function is calling, third time and fourth time. So 4 times we have called test function in main program. So when we run this program, first this test will be called, control will go to the test. Now these statements will execute. Static initialization of this variable I j equal to 1, then printf statement. It will print value of I and j, both 1 1. It will display on screen like this. This is the output screen. 1 1 will be printed, and then increment of I and j. Value of I is 2 and j is 2. But we have to understand here, I is the type of static variable and j is automatic storage class. So value of I after coming out of this test function, the variable j is automatically deleted, but I will not delete it because the storage class of I is static. So value of I will remain when the control will come out from this test function. So next time when this test function is called, control again go to this test. Static already previous value will be persist in this, then automatic integer j, this is again initialized, value of j is 1. So now the in printf statement value of I is 2, because previously when first time test function was called, value of I is printed 1 and then I is incremented and value of I is now 2. Now value of j is 1 because this is automatic storage class, so it is initialized once again, value of j is 1. So it will print 2 and 1 like this. Value of I is 2 and value of j is 1. Now next, again control will go to this test, the next test, again this test function will be called. Now again this statement execute like previous, value of I will display 3 and value of j is again 1 like this. Now fourth time when test function will call, again this test function will execute, value of I is 4 and value of j is again 1. So this is the output. So this is the program to understand the scope of static variable. In this example, if we try to display the value of I in main function, if we will give the printf statement in this main function, scope of this main function here or between these tests, then it will give error because the variable is declared in this test function, not in the main function. So the variable I is not available in the main, so it will give error. Now next is external storage class. External storage class. In other words, we can say this global storage. Variable which belongs to external storage class will have global scope and will be available to all the function in the program. External variable will exist as long as the program execution continues. It will be kept in memory till the program ends. All other function in the program can use external variable. If we declared variable external storage external storage type, then we can use this variable in throughout the program, anywhere and throughout the program. The external storage class is specified using keyword exter and extern. This is the syntax: exter and extern, integer x. So here x is a integer variable and storage class of this is extern. If we do not initialize the extern variable at the time of declaration, then it will be initialized with default values like 0 or space. So initial value of this type of storage class, variable of this type of storage class is 0 or space, like static storage classes. Extern variable should be declared before all the function for which it will be available. Extern keyword is not required when the variable is declared at the top of all functions. So no need of this extern keyword. If we declared outside the main function, extern keyword is required when the variable is used inside the function. Now this is the example. Write a C program to understand how the external variable will be available to all the function. Include stdio.h, conio.h, integer x, void 1. The integer x is declared globally because it is declared outside the main function and all the user defined function, outside all the user defined function. Void 1, this is the user defined function. Here x plus plus printf in function 1 x. This is the body of the user defined function 1. Now this is void 2, this is the again user defined function 2. Now here x plus plus printf function 2 x. Now this is the main function. Now when we execute this program, control will come here, printf in main function value of x is initially, because we have declared as external storage class or we have declared as a global variable, so initial value is 0. So in this printf statement value of x is 0, so it will print x in main function 0. Now next, this is the 1, this is the function, user defined function. Calling a user defined function, control will go to the body of this function 1. Here this is the body of the function 1. Now x plus plus, value of x is by default 0. Now value of x is now 1. Then printf in function 1 value of x is 1, like this. In function 1 value of x is 1. Then control will go to again this 1. Then next it will go to 2. Again this is the user defined function. Control will go to the user defined function, body of user defined function 2. Then execution of x plus plus. Now execution of x plus plus, the value of x in this function value of x is incremented by 1 and value is 1. Then this value is become 2 because of this increment x plus plus. So value of x is 2. Now it will print in x in function 2 is 2. So it will print 2 like this. So this is the output of this program. So if we declared external storage class, the value of this global variable is available for all the functions, all the user defined functions. like in this program. Now this is the another example. Write a C program using extern keyword in the function to use the global variable. Here we are using external keyword in the function. We are declaring global variable in function. Now here integer x equal to 10. This is global variable and it is declared outside the main as well as user defined function, all user defined function, outside of all user defined function. Int x equal to 10. This is the global variable and value of this x is 10. By default there is no need to use extern keyword because by default it is automatically extern storage class. Void 1, this is the user defined function. Again here we are using extern int x. This is the variable declaration. Again data type, again storage class of this is extern int x, x plus plus. Now printf function 1 x. Now initially we have initialized value of x is 10. Then this is the user defined function 1. Again we have user defined function 2. In this again we have declared extern int x, x plus plus. Then printf function 2 value of x. This is the end of this 2 function, user defined function. Now void main, this is the main program. Again we are declaring extern int x, extern int x. So printf in main function x. Here when we execute this program, this printf statement give the value of x in main function is 10 because here we have initialized value of x is 10, so it will print 10. Now next, this is the calling of function 1. Control will go to the body of 1 function here. Then x plus plus, it will increment the value of x. Value of x is now 11, so it will print value of x 11. Here this is 11. This is the output screen. In main function value of x is 10, value of x is 11 in 1 function. Now control will again come on 1 function. Then next calling of 2, user defined function 2, control will go to the function of 2. Then it will again execute x plus plus. Now value of x become 12 because previous value of x is 11, now value of x is 12. Then printf value of x in function 2 is 12, like this. X in function 2 is 12, so it will print 12. So this is the output of this program. So in this example we have declared a global variable x as a global variable, as well as we have declared x in user defined function also, but this x is same variable of this global variable x. Both x are same because we have declared here extern int x, so both the variables are same. In 1 this x and in 2 this x and globally x, all 3 x are same. So this is the end of external storage class. Now this is the differences between the 4 storage classes in C. Storage in automatic storage class. In automatic storage class, space is allocated on RAM. In register storage class, space is allocated on CPU register. If space or if CPU registers are free, then space is allocated on CPU register, otherwise space is allocated on RAM. In static, on space allocated on RAM. In external, space allocated on again RAM. Default initial value. Again default initial value of automatic storage class is garbage value. In register also garbage value, but in static and external default initial value is 0 for integer and float, and space for character for both static and external. Now next, scope of that storage class. For automatic, local to block; for register, local to block; and for static also local to block. But for external storage class, it is global. Scope is global, means the scope of the variable is throughout the program, and scope is not depend on particular function or particular block. Then lifespan, value exists between inside the block in automatic storage class, in register also inside the block, but in static exists between functions also. This is the main difference. And in external, it is also exists between functions. Then keyword for automatic storage class, AUTO, auto. If we will not use auto, then by default it is also automatic storage class. For register storage class, keyword is register. For static storage class, keyword is static. And for global or external storage class, keyword is EXTERN, external. And if we declared outside the main program, then by default this is external storage class. So little bit discussion about the local variables. A local variable is a variable declared within a block, that is within left and right curly braces. This is the local variable. Integer x, this is local variable, and value lies between these left and right curly braces. The local variable value is limited only to the particular block where it is created. Here it is created this int x equal to 10. So the value lies between this left and right curly braces only. When control will come out from this block, this variable is automatically get deleted. There may be local variable inside a function with the same name as that of the global variable. It is possible. In such cases, the local variable dominates the global variables, and hence we see only the local variable value available in the function. This is the important point. The local variable dominates the global variable. If we declare the same variable name as global variable name, then the local variable dominates as compared to global variable, and hence we see only the local variable value in the particular function. Now this is the example. Write a C program to prove that local variable value dominates the global variable inside a function. Now in this example, here we have declared global variable int x equal to 10. This is the global variable. Now again, this is user defined function void 1 int x equal to 20, printf this function 1 value of x. Now this is again user defined function void 2 external integer x. Here this is again external storage class. This is not the local or automatic storage class. This is again external storage class. So this is the global variable. It is same as this variable, this int x 10, but in this one here we have declared int x equal to 20. This is the local variable. This is not the global variable because we have not used keyword extern int x. So this x is belong to this particular block. This x is belong to this particular block because we declared this x inside this one function in this left curly braces and right curly braces. So the scope of this x is inside this block only. Now next, void main. This is the main program. Then again we have declared here integer extern integer x. This is again the global variable, same as this integer x equal to 10. Both the variables are same. Both the variable x are same. Now printf x in main function. The value of x is 10. In main function, value of x is 10 because this is global variable. So it will print value of x is 10. Now this is 1. This is the calling of function 1, user defined function 1. So control will go to this one. Integer x equal to 20, printf in function 1 x. So this value of x is, here we have initialized 20, so it will print 20, not 10, because the value of this variable x is this variable x. The value of this x is 20, not 10. This is the global variable, this is the local variable. So this local variable dominates for this particular block. So value of x will be print 20. So when it will print 20 like this output screen, x in function 1 20. Now again when this function 2 is called, control will go to this body of function 2, external integer x. Now this x is same as this global variable x. Now the initial value of x is 10. So in function 2 the value of x is again 10, it will print 10. So x in function 2 is 10. So this is the output, x in function 2 10. So this is the output screen. So this is the example how the local variable dominates the global variable inside the function. So this is all about the storage classes. Thank you.